Right then, it's part 11, Honda C70 restoration. And if you watched part 10 yesterday, you obviously seen me go down to Lim Village and you've seen some of the traction engines, some of the boats. So what we're going to do today is we're going to go back down there and see who else has turned up during the night, see what else is there on that car park. I spoke to the organiser of the car park and he said, I've got a spot on the car park where traction engines are. He must have quite liked me. He's had this little bite with me so I can park there all weekend. So that's good. So yeah, we'll head down in a minute. We'll see what it starts like today, eh? See what it starts like. So, ignition. Get it full choke. Close. See what they go first kick today. Bloody hell, first kick. I think it was fifth when I watched the video yesterday. Yeah, man. So yeah, next bit of filming will be Lim Village. I know I shouldn't, and I'm sure someone's going to moan, but I'm going to go in my t-shirt because it's absolutely red hot. Probably the hottest day of the year, and you can sort of get away with it on these little C70s. It's not a big thousand, is it? So let's do it. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Yeah. Woo. Camera. Just arrived and the car park is absolutely full. So I'm actually squeezed into this little corner here, even though they said I could park in here. I don't think I can really. It's absolutely full. There's people everywhere. Loads more boats turned up in the evening, yesterday evening. Look at that, absolutely rammed all the way up there. I'll take you on a little bit of a trip round here. Have a look at these beauties. I'll have a bit of a wander in here and I'll try and film it on the way through. Yeah. Look at these absolute beauties. Look at that. Look at that, you know, absolutely stunning. Here's Dorothy. Hello Dorothy, you alright? Yeah, I'll have a laugh at the name of this other one here. Yeah, what's this one called here? Bonzo. Bonzo. Sounds about as mank as it gets, a bit bonzo. Look at that, eh? Very lovely. Bowden. One of I put on yesterday's video. These are all new, these come through in the night here. Look at this. My Royal Letters Patent, Bowden's Limited, Sandbach, England. You know. Look at that. Sutton UDC 1922. Yeah. Look at this here. Hey, look at this one. George. I know they've all got names in it, eh? Look at that. Yeah, eh? Look at this little one here. Steam haulage of Lim. Hey, look at that, eh? Sprout, this one's called. Some funny names, aren't they? Hey. D&M Thomas and Daughters steam haulage of Lim. Look at that beauty. Absolutely stunning little interior on it. Look at these over here. Yeah. This Britannia here, we're polishing it up. This is the one that we've got on film yesterday with the Honda C70, which was part where this trailer is, as you've seen the other part 10 yesterday. This one's already been on. Shall I say it correct this time? Bankside model dairies, not diaries. You don't. Oh my god, look at this little beauty here. Look at these, unbelievable. Look at this here, look at that. Little miniature one called Titan. It's flipping lovely, absolutely lovely. And here's another one, Samson. RL there for roller. Look at this beauty here. What's her name? Avalana. All working hard on them, oiling everything. Full-time job, trying to keep one of these on the road and usable. Yeah, and then these are the huts they're sleeping in overnight, which they tow here. Sort of caravans, old-fashioned caravans. And then there's this one. What's this one called? Now we found a name called Smash. Beautiful, absolutely stunning. Flipping heck. And we're back to the beginning now where I came in. See what the name of this one is. Is there a name? Must be a name somewhere. Found a name yet. These are actually Dunlop tyres, these, just noticed then. Does it say Dunlop? Yeah, look at that. Half a Dunlop anyway. Alright. Do we have a name on this one? Michelle Louise? Where is it? In front of me. Ah, right, that's where it is. Michelle Louise, we've named them all now then. Brilliant, thanks a lot.
You're welcome.
Brilliant. Yeah, it's pretty amazing this really, what's happening in Lim today with all these look at that, eh? It's been unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable. Gotta love it all, haven't you? No wonder Fred Dibner was so into it. He absolutely loved his engines. Look at that, eh? Oh. Yeah, speaking of Fred Dibner, he was the man with these things. He knew these inside out. He built one from scratch, and it took him 14 years. And then he travelled the entire country in it. Unfortunately, he got poorly. He did get cancer, and he died. But just before he died, he actually travelled the entire country in a steam engine, just showing it to people. And he's got loads of stuff went on the telly. If you've not heard of Fred Dibner, you need to check him out. I'm sure Even if everybody who's watching this has heard of Fred Dibner, but if you're abroad somewhere and you've not, check him out and watch his stuff. Up in unbelievable. Steeplejack, and loved traction engines, loved old buildings, loved all sorts of stuff. And he was a very, very bright, intelligent man. Loved the pub, loved his booze. But yeah, he was very, 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 very talented, skilled man. I was just going to say, the smell around here is absolutely amazing. It's all this high quality steam coal, which just smells fucking lovely. Absolutely lovely smell. You can just see it everywhere. Everywhere you look, there's fucking loads and loads of smoke. Fucking lovely. More on the boats. I've just filmed, but yeah, we'll film a bit more. Look how many people are out, and this is only the Saturday. This, you know, Sunday's the main event when everyone's going to be here. Look at that flipping neck. That's like an old flipping, God knows what that's been, an old dredger, I should imagine. Look at that massive, huge beast of a boat. What is it? Harbella, yeah. I should have imagined that was originally a dredger, so now it's like probably call it like a wide beam, but I think they've converted it into sort of living quarters down there, and you can live on it. And that's all solar panels there. Yeah, and look at the wheel, it's like a ship's wheel up there. I'm sure this would have originally started its life probably about 100 years ago as a dredger. Yeah. And that one there's a wide beam, so that's also living quarters down there. I should imagine it's been converted. Could have been used for just transporting coal, transporting whatever was coming up and down the canal at the time. They're probably built to just for transport, because obviously years ago it was used for transporting goods up and down via horses. Horses would tow the boats. And yeah, it was used mostly for transporting stuff, because obviously we didn't have big lorries and motorways back then, did we? This was the main way of transporting stuff, and obviously along with the Manchester Ship Canal, which is a lot newer than the Bridgewater Canal, and was only built, I'd say, 100 and something years ago, the Manchester Ship Canal. I'm not sure when this was. I was going to say, like, when they say that it was built by the navvies. The navvies were canal navigators, and they were the ones who dug it, and apparently they were rum lads. When they came into town digging the canals, yeah, you knew you had a bit of a fight in your hands if you were in the pub and them lot turned up. Flipping out, rum tough lads. So yeah, there's a bit of history for you. I think I'm correct. One coming through. Look at this little beauty. It's just called Little Boat, Little Beauty, Little Boat. You can live on these quite cheap, really. It's not that expensive. The cheapest way to live in Lim anyway, but you do have to have a permanent mooring somewhere. I don't know a great deal about it, but like, yeah, I've got a few friends living on the canal. They seem to have a great life. Yeah. There's this little one coming through, which I just filmed a minute ago. And there's the C70 in the background. Look at that. I thought I may as well film it while I'm at it. Look at these all polishing away there. Chilling out. So where I was yesterday, doing a bit of filming. Shropshire Union. This one's called Saturn. Yeah, there's Gainsborough over there. And here's my pub here. This is like my local. There's many a pint in there. Lady coming off here now. She's saying, "Do you think that's good for 87?" She said she can't be 87, no way. She's in good shape if she is 87. And it does say historic narrowboat open for viewing, so yeah, I might have a little queue up, bit of a queue, and just see if we can get on here and film it. Just film the interior.
No, we're volunteers at the museum.
Ah, right, you're from your Ellesmere Port, are you?
We're from the Ellesmere Port Museum.
Just have a look, have a bit of a film of the interior. Let's put it on YouTube. Get this in here. Bloody hell. Ooh. So is it just this little bit I'm looking at, or should we go through that door?
Through the door is the engine room.
Oh right, can I open that? Is that okay?
You can, yes. What you're looking at here is obviously you've got the stove,
yeah,
the range.
Yeah.
This cupboard here drops down to form a table.
Oh yeah. Right.
So that would be.
Can we do that? Yeah.
Yep, sure.
Table there.
That would be your table.
Look at that.
And you'd obviously have your provisions there.
Right.
And then below that, this is known as the knife drawer. Some people call it the crumb drawer. Down here.
Right. Right. Yeah,
cutlery in there, but it would also collect the crumbs.
Yeah, yeah.
This,
the classic.
This where you're sitting is known as the bedhole.
Yeah.
So this would fold down to here.
Right. Okay.
And then you'd sleep. The two adults, if there were two adults, would sleep across here.
Right.
And this is the side bed.
Yeah.
Where if there are any children living on board, the children would sleep on this bed.
Brilliant.
And then obviously you would
lovely condition, isn't it?
This has just been restored.
Right.
This is how it was.
Yeah.
This has just literally been refitted out. So we will be doing this to that at some point to make it back into its authentic original condition.
Brilliant, absolutely brilliant.
And then through here would be known as the engine hole.
Yeah, so let's have a look at the engine. Here's the exciting bit.
It's a 1956 Lister.
Wow, look at that, eh? 1956, I thought it'd be older than that, yeah.
They originally had a Bollinger engine when it was built.
Right.
And that was taken out.
Right.
And over there, the red arrangement that you see there is a water filter which would filter the canal water to cool it.
Ah, right.
It still does.
Yeah, so this is obviously a diesel, yes?
It's a diesel, and there is your control for forward and reverse.
All right, yeah.
We're now in reverse.
Yeah.
We're in neutral.
Yeah.
We're in forward. And this ratchet arrangement here is your throttle.
Yeah.
Full revs.
Look at that, eh?
Tick over.
Brilliant.
And that is the way we control this boat.
Brilliant, absolutely brilliant. Look at that, eh? So it says there, Lister, Dursley, England, which must be where it was manufactured.
It was. The big green tank at the bottom is your fuel tank.
Yeah, massive, great big diesel fuel tank.
You would hand pump fuel into the smaller green tank, which is your day tank.
Right,
so
right.
So gravity fed into the engine from the smaller
Smaller green tank, is that this left one? That
up in the air in front of you.
Oh right, that's it there,
in the distance on the bulkhead.
This is your day tank here.
No, the day tank is the green one behind it, on the bulkhead at the back.
Ah right, I see it now, yeah, there it is.
The big green one is your fuel tank.
Yeah.
The smaller green one above it is your day tank.
Right.
And you have a hand pump to pump the fuel up from one to the other.
Brilliant. Absolutely superb. Yeah. Oh. Right, well thanks for that. Thanks for letting me video it.
This would be your coal box.
Right.
So the coal will be stored in here for the stove.
Yeah.
So basically you're self-contained in here.
Yeah.
You've got a pan here which you'd use for any washing yourself or washing your clothes.
Right.
There's a water can on the roof which would be used for fresh water, which you would use for drinking.
Yeah.
And presumably a potty or something under there if you needed to.
Yeah.
To use a toilet.
You definitely need one of them.
Yeah. On these boats, when there were babies born, this would double up as a crib. So this this would pull out, and the baby would have a crib in this bottom.
Oh right, yeah. And there's some sort of hatch here as well.
That's just go down to the running gear from the engine, the gearbox.
Yeah.
Transmission through to the propeller.
Right.
Which is under there.
Bloody hell. Absolutely lovely boat.
And then the final thing, which we haven't discussed, is very important in those days, the ticket drawer. This is where the canals had tolls.
Yeah.
And as you move from one canal to another, we're on the Bridgewater Canal, further down we're the Trent and Mersey. As you pass from one to another, you'd be paying a toll based on the weight of cargo and the type of cargo you're carrying.
Right.
And you would keep your tickets and your payments in this drawer.
Yeah. So this boat does belong to Ellesmere Port Boat Museum?
It belongs to the Canal River Trust.
Oh, the Canal River Trust?
Yes,
Right.
who run the museum.
Ah, right, yeah. Okay. Yeah, great stuff. All right then. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Great talking to you.
And you.
Thank you. So this is just the boat that we've just been inside looking at the engine, and just look at the length of this. And he's just told me a little bit more about the history of this boat. And apparently it did a lot of work for Cadbury's years ago, and it used to carry like chocolate crisp, he called it. And that was sort of ground up cocoa, ready for carry it to the factories where they would make it into chocolate bars. And when young kids used to help them at the locks and stuff, they used to give them a bit of this chocolate crisp stuff. Yeah, here he is again. Coming past there. And yeah, I'm certainly no canal boat expert, so what I was saying down there, I think I was wrong actually. And this is called a fly boat. This, it's quite pointy, and this would have been a really fast boat, and it would have been horse drawn. And this boat had right of way over the other boats, because it would have originally carried perishables like cheese and milk and grain, because grain was perishable back then. It's not like modern grain, white grain. It was stone ground grain, which only lasted a short amount of time. You had to get baking it quickly, so it would have been horse drawn. So that's why they've got this here. And if the horses could have got a real good pace with this boat. And then there's others up there, which I was saying with wide beam, and might have been what was I saying? Saying they might have been dredges, and then they've been made into like living quarters, but actually he was saying they would have been carrying grain, then big wide beams up there. So yeah, so much to learn in such a short amount of time. So yeah, here's a bit about Saturn. Saturn is the only remaining Shropshire Union flyboat. She was built at Chester in 1906, made of oak and elm. She was first used to carry cheese and farm produce. The flyboats ran a timetabled horse-drawn express delivery service. They connected Ellesmere Port, Mid and North Wales, Manchester, Birmingham, Cheshire, Shropshire and the Potteries. Saturn worked as a horse-drawn cargo boat until 1955, and was then converted to a cruising hotel boat, taking passengers on Canal holidays. Saturn Flyboat is an educational and heritage charity run entirely by volunteers. Saturn travels to the canals for school visits and public events. To find out more or get involved, please visit our website, if you want to visit the website. Yeah. Got names there, got Swallow, got D. Big, great big, long boat here. Would have been used for hauling loads of grain, I should imagine. Loads of coal or whatever they used it for. Steam engines, and sun's out then, it's just gone behind the cloud actually. It's just, oh there, yeah, it's absolutely red hot. You've got all these steam engines here, all these engines going, all these fires going, and the stoves heating their water tanks up. And like, it's just absolute, the heat around here is unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable. Just this little tiny car park here. Gone with the C70 here, go for a little bit of a blast around the village, see what's about. And then I'm going to go to the pub for a pint of water while I'm riding. But yeah, at least still going to the pub. It would be nice to have a beer, but yeah, we don't really want to be getting pissed up while riding this bike, do we? You know what you're doing?
There's supposed to be somebody.
Right, let's get it on. Get them gloves on. Getting bored now, aren't you?
We've got some nice lettuce food on the top. We've got plenty of beans.
See if it starts. Oh yeah. Yeah, man. Thanks, Zach. Come up here. This is Davis Way car park, and it's just right next to the canal. You can just see the boats there. Just seen this tractor here. Thought I'm going to stop it, get a bit of footage of this David Brown Selector-Matic 880. What a bloody lovely thing this is. I would actually love my own tractor like this. I'd absolutely love to get my hands on one. Never owned a tractor. Free tax on these, agricultural free tax. It's not just because it's historic, it's free tax anyway. Look at that, eh? Flipping lovely thing. Flipping great fun riding one of these things or driving one of these things, no helmet on. There's a big following for these, real good. Filming there of these two, and just noticed there's another engine just coming on here, coming around the car park. It's just film him coming out of the car park. Stops, so yeah, just walks over. Off he goes again. You filling it with water or something?
No, oiling up. Oil the rolls.
All right.
Main road yesterday, yeah.
Yeah, we prefer to road if we can.
Yeah. Hope you got a ticket, you get booked here.
And this lad's just oiling the roller here. You don't mind me filming it, do you? You have to do this twice a day, he just said.
Just move around a second.
Yep, that's full now. Hold on.
The talking ones are the ones in the middle.
Ah, right, yeah. Yeah, you can see right in there. Another little cap there. Oh!
Paint off, roll down. No. More oil.
They don't break down, these.
They're just on continuous maintenance.
Right, cheers for that, mate. Thanks for letting me film it. Smash again, which I filmed before. Coming back now through the car park. Back to the bike, back to the David Brown Selector-Matic 880. Let's get on the bike and let's go. Woohoo! Just quickly show you down here the view from here. So it's right on the canal here where we are. Yeah, so there's the David Brown Selector-Matic 880. There's the C70. And then down here is obviously the canal. You can just see down there to the village, and where that tree is, just behind that tree is where all the traction engines are. This one's called Jubilee, so I'm presuming it'd be 1977 if it's a Jubilee, Silver Jubilee. Look at this one's old, bloody hell. That's definitely old, that one. You just hear him in the distance. Oh my god, there's another one coming. Let's get it on. May as well. Oh my god, there's two coming. taking people around the village on the second one, I think. Look at this absolute beautiful machine here. You did see a minute ago, but we're doing it again here. Look, kids in the back of it here. We go again. Go for the overtake. Look at that. I was lucky to get that bit of footage of them early then. Stunning machines. Off they go around the village. Yeah, I just stopped at Lim Village Hall here, and I just thought I'd get a little bit of footage on the YouTube video of the bike, the Honda C70, in front of this artwork which Lim artists have done. And what they do here is they've all got a little piece. These are all little squares, and they all had a little piece to do each. One of my friends has done one of the pieces, and then they put them all together to make this picture. It looks absolutely brilliant. So yeah, I just thought I'd just show you that. And I've sneakily, or cheeky, been a bit cheeky, parked right next to it, the Honda C70. But no one seems to be moaning, so yeah, they're all right about it. Right then, back home. Honda C70 is still running great, and yeah, going to call it an end to part 11 of the Honda C70 restoration. Yep, we've got some really good footage there today. Really, I'm really happy with what I managed to get. So I really hope that you enjoyed my footage. You know, you enjoyed what I made today. Hopefully there's going to be more coming tomorrow. Yeah, well, definitely will be more coming tomorrow, but hopefully it'll get even better, because obviously there's going to be more vehicles, there's going to be more classic cars, possibly even classic bikes. I'm not too sure if I'm going to go on the field yet. There's going to be a massive field for showing. Might see if we can sort of blag them a bit and get on with this for free, because don't worry what we're paying. I think they're about a tenner or something. But yeah, that's it for the Saturday Lim Historic Transport Show and restoration of the C70. And yeah, tomorrow I'll get filming again, and I'll get it on again, hopefully tomorrow night, maybe, if not, maybe Monday. So yeah, hope you enjoy, hope you watch. That is the main thing. Thank you very much.